here's what bothers me, and it bothered me from the very beginning. One of the very first acts of this administration, back in January, I think, or early February, was to fire all the top legal advisors in the Pentagon, the top JAG officers in the Pentagon. So that's number one, they fired them. Then they illegally fired the Inspector General, which was supposed to be run by Congress. The Inspector General is a really important office all throughout our government that's supposed to look for abuse and breaking of the law, waste of money, those kind of things. They fired that person. And then, in a little-known incident, they transferred 600 JAG officers, military lawyers, out of the Pentagon to be judges in immigration cases. So essentially, they gutted the legal infrastructure within the Pentagon. And if you follow the breadcrumbs, it looks to me like they're warming up to giving some illegal orders, because they've taken away the people whose job it is to tell the chain of command, I'm sorry, you can't do that.
So these senators, how many?
I think there were 6, House and Senate. The United States is exceptional in this sense, that when a military person signs up, takes the oath is to the Constitution, not to the leader, not to a president, not to a political party, not to Congress. It's to the Constitution. And there's no question that all these people were saying was, you can't follow illegal orders, and that's black letter law in the Uniform Code of Military Justice. In fact, I ran across over the weekend a plaque that's on the wall, a brass plaque at West Point, and the head of it, the heading is loyalty to the Constitution. And in the language of the plaque, it says if a soldier has an order that's contrary to law, if he has an order that's contrary to the law must take precedence over the order. And based upon Nuremberg and a lot of history, saying that you were simply obeying orders is not a defense. And that's what Mark Kelly and those guys were advising these soldiers, that they better be careful, because they're not immune by simply saying, well, the general told me to do that. And that's a bedrock principle of our military and our whole legal structure.